Welcome to the Art of Tarot and to this collective life reading for the full moon in Libra. I will draw a couple of cards for a general energy, and then in the second part of the reading I will go into a relationship dynamic. Speaking of relationships, of course, this candle went out. Speaking of relationships, of course, the Libra energy and the Libra full moon is very prominent at this time with the relationship topic, because Libra is the sign of relationships, of partnerships, also of contracts, of course, of justice, of everything that has to do with the law, also of the beautiful things in a sense, because it's ruled by Venus. So we have all these beautiful, beautiful things going on with the Libra full moon, and we can think about what we might want to change in this area of our lives, what we want to let go of, what we want to shed. The full moon is often an energy where we want to shed our skin, where we want to maybe get a little bit, I was just checking if I have a candle, I'm sorry, where we can get a little bit of a detox feeling, I want to say, and a lightness, and maybe let go of things that hold us back from creating the life that we want to live. Okay, so you can check out, of course, my description box for all the information that you need, and I'm just gonna light this candle and we're gonna clean the energy a little bit and we're gonna step right in. I'm using Rider-Waite deck for the general energies. I'm using the ancient Italian tarot for the relationship dynamic, and I am using these tools as a way of maybe interpreting a situation, finding new perspectives, finding a little bit of inspiration. You alone are, of course, the person who controls your fortune and your destiny. So I am not gonna, tell you your future, but I will play with the cards and the energies that want to come through to create a picture, a story that can help you develop your situation. So let's see if we have something fun to talk about. The German reading was very fun. It was intense, man, but also fun. So yeah, I did a German reading before on my German speaking channel, and here I'm doing pretty much the same thing, but different in English. And I'm very curious about how the cards will come out, because often they, match a lot when I do these readings one right after another. So let's see. 9 of Swords in the reverse. I like it because it is also helping us to manage our anxieties, our fears, maybe our worries, and to let go of the things and release these intense worrying or anxious thoughts or energies that are holding us back or that are really a handicap. When we have a 9 of Swords in the reverse, I like to see it as us being able to manage our fears, control our fears, maybe even let go of anxiety as a whole, which would be, of course, the end goal, but having a better understanding and better control over our thoughts. So we are not letting our thoughts get the better of us. We are very much capable of reacting to those moments when we feel like we have intense anxiety or fears coming up. We've learned how to manage that. So that's a good thing. I like it. We also might come to an understanding that there is no point in letting your thoughts go so far as to worry so much about things, because it is just, from our experience, we might have learned that it's not making things progress or better, or it's not even helping our situation. And we've learned, therefore, to control it, which would have been a process probably. But we've gone through it, and we are at a point where we are mentally stable enough to be able to manage those extremer moments of mental activity, I want to say. All right. Okay, this wants to go in the subconscious. Yeah, we're learning a lot from experience, as I said. I think we've come so far as to understand that there's strength in these moments, that there's strength in these maybe nights of lying awake, worrying, having a little bit of a panicky feeling, or not being able to fall asleep, or just being a little afraid of what might be and what might not be. We've been here, we've done that. We're kind of, yes, we still understand that this comes from maybe damaging things that happened in our lives, but we know how to manage it, and we've grown stronger from it, from this dynamic. And we understand very much where it's coming from, even subconsciously. Like, I feel like our subconscious is a little more cleared up right now. There is more strength in the deeper layers, even though we might not fully understand where certain fears or certain moments of anxiety are coming from. Our subconscious mind learned to handle it better. It's interesting, there's some understanding in the upcoming positions here that we've been there. We understand what's going on. Yes, it might be uncomfortable, but at the same time, we know that we can actually draw a lot of strength out of these moments. We don't have to dwell. We don't have to let them make us weaker. We've come too far to let these things still get a hold of us in the sense that they maybe used to. That's what I'm getting here. Four of Swords in the reverse, yeah, and we might understand that this is really mostly about just not getting enough rest, or when we are allowing ourselves to get the rest that we need, we might feel regulated enough. That sounds weird, I know, but regulated enough that these stored things that we push down maybe somewhere are even able to come up, and we can pinpoint them very fast as, oh, okay, I see, this is what's going on. I don't have to let this make me crazy. It's fine, I can handle it. I've been through worse. I will also deal with this situation. You know, this is very much what I'm getting. And also that we might not have enough rest. Yeah. And that it's, the more this comes up, this idea of I've been here, there's always more to explore, always more layers, always deeper layers, but it's the process is always the same, you know, and it might get weaker and weaker as we speak. You know, the first time you go through these rejuvenating moments, or this letting go of things, or this dark night of the soul, or whatever, however you want to call it, it's super scary, and we get lost, and we're like, oh my God, I'm gonna die in this house. And then more often we go through this, we're like, oh, this is just part of the experience, and I guess something needs to come to the surface that I haven't been looking at. And what I maybe haven't been looking at is that I don't give myself enough rest, and that there is just, therefore, some anxious energy going on that keeps things a little uneasy here with the Moon card. But it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just also saying, like, yeah, there is also layers we don't need to go into right now, maybe, or there is also maybe nothing to find, or we might not be ready yet. Let's see, this is the deep stuff, especially Libra. I'm not sure how, but the Four of Swords is a Libra card. So it could also just be ourselves realizing we might give ourselves a break, or, you know, cut ourselves some slack. That's what I'm getting here strongly. It's fine, you know, like, just don't. You don't have to, you know, you just figured out so much stuff. and you're trying to let go and ease out of this full moon. You don't have to go right away into the next challenge of digging in some weird layers that you haven't been before. So relax, take it easy. It's like you've seen enough for now. It's take it easy. Ah, wow, yeah. There is with the Magician, I feel like we have this drive to move forward, to go into this new experience. A Magician is really going into this new identity, new experience, but then we're hitting this spot of, oh man, there is this really a little bit of a scary, I haven't been there type of deep layer, and I'm not sure if I can feel into it, or I'm just gonna close my eyes and kind of get through it. And that's what I feel like is what's happening here. It's just, okay, we might not fully see everything what's going on to go through this passage, but we know we're gonna go, especially if we want to go into this new direction, and if our really deeper subconscious mind is pulling us into this new direction, this new sense of identity, this new sense of doing and empowerment. And now there's already this first roadblock, like, oh, this is scary shit, because I kind of decided like I'm gonna be a new person. So, ooh, this is already getting kind of scary. That's what I'm feeling here. Interesting. And we're just like, I'm not gonna worry, I'm not gonna worry, I'm not gonna get anxious, I'm just not gonna do it. And it's kind of working, but it's kind of not. But we're gonna come out the other way because we've been there before. It's not new, it's just a different level. Yeah, and we have to be just a little more brutal. And a little more, we have the capacity for Swords, Moon, Five of Swords, to have the better arguments to continue moving, to continue forward, to continue expanding. And even though it's a battle, and even though we have to go into battle with parts of ourselves, that's what I'm seeing here. Five of Swords. Four of Swords in the reverse becomes a whole new meaning now. Or gets a whole new meaning with this moon, because we're actually coming out of a phase of deep rest, going into this challenge of the moon, of the real unknown, like where we've never been before. And I'm not saying in the outside world that will be presenting itself as a bridge of events, and then we will be really at this place also in reality that is very different. But we are really going into a completely unknown layer, and we're just like, yep, I went through that, and I had to do what I had to do, and it needed to be done, even though parts of myself cannot come with me. I lost something in the process, It's like when you lost some man on the way or in battle or something, but this is you and all your archetypal deeper layer consciousness stuff, personality layers, and yeah, you lost some on the way through the scary moon journey here. But, sometimes the soldier with the better argument or the better weapons, it's just, he's gonna survive. And some parts might get sent back into the big sea of the subconscious collective. So they cannot come. And we are exactly at that point right now. We are with the Libra. It's tough. It's a tough call because we're very much thinking about the other people when we think about ourselves. What type of person do we want to be also having a good relationship with others? So there's always the outside world put into the equation. And therefore it's even harder to really reject, or not necessarily reject, to cut off thoughts, directions that we don't need. You know, it's tough. It's a toughie. Wow, High Priestess, she really knows the way. She knows she's going to feel herself through this, very powerful. She's at the right place at the right time, knowing exactly that this is her journey. So this is, even though it's tough, it seems like mentally tough, I want to say, with all these swords. And like exhausting with the Nine of Wands here also. We know this is what we got to do for whatever reason, you know. The Sun, come on now, come on now. This is a powerful combination. It's like, if we really want to go full into our power and light and full on personality, and if we really want to step into ourselves deeper and stronger than ever before, then some tough shit needs to happen here. This is not for the weak. The Sun, the Moon, the High Priestess, the Magician. It's like, okay, this is a new, completely new me. I'm here now. I've already been here. It's already happened. It's already happened. You know, it's like when you speak in the past for manifestation. It's like it's already happened. I know it's already. It's not just happening. It's already done. It's already happened. But therefore, circumstances need to change, and that might feel weird because you might never have experienced it this way before, and that's what I kind of feel like. It's just, it's kind of we hacked the system, you know. Oof, wow. It's like, what's the Fool in the reverse? There's some illusion of also maybe of what's what's worked for us in the past and what will work for us in the future. We also, with the Ace of Coins in the reverse and the Seven of Cups, we have this sense of, yeah, I want to choose this new way, which is a good way, but I have all these options. So I'm not gonna just put my coin in one basket or my eggs in one basket. That's kind of what it feels like. With the Fool in the reverse, we might even know that it's kind of foolish what we're doing. Or we might feel anxious or a little afraid to step into the right direction. It could also be that it's a little hard to find the detachment from things, even though we know that this is what we are supposed to do to detach. But with the Moon, it's difficult to detach because it's a strong emotional reaction that we have, that we cannot really pinpoint often, especially when the Moon is in the subconscious, where we're just like, wow, we're really in the depths of how there is kind of like a mechanism within ourselves that's like, don't dive deeper now, just move forward, just keep going, just keep moving. And the Fool is like, our mind might be saying, no, don't move, but our subconscious is like, don't ask, don't question, just move, just you're where you're supposed to be, it's fine, you're gonna come out of this fine, you're gonna be just fine. And that's the Nine of Wands. Tough lessons to be learned, or a lot of different experiences coming into play. Tough decisions to be made, but you pulled through, you know. And you're not even putting yourself into any danger, like intentionally. It's not like, oh, let's do this stupid thing and run into this, I don't know, situation. That's not it. It's deeper than that. It's not. It feels like there's, you know, there's no floor, there's no ground. It could be the way you're moving forward right now. It could be a deep fall, but it's a test if you have it in you to really catch yourself deep within, and you do, and you don't have to understand why. It's just you do. The moon. It's like the moon is like, yep. This is the unknown. You're right here, right now. There's no need to understand what's going on. You just keep moving with the tides, even if it seems scary and risky and a little stupid. Yeah, and there we have it. I love it. A Chariot. And even though this kind of jump looked a little silly in the first place, or risky, we've arrived at this. It's kind of really jumping over a gap or something, where we're like, oh, we could fall. We could really fall down and stay down forever, but we don't. There's this scary hole we have to jump over, and we're just gonna hope that we're gonna make it out the other way. And we do. And it was not easy, but we do. And we are ready to go on to our path. We just had to really step over this stupid hurdle that we haven't stepped over maybe for years and years and years and years. Libra full moon, you know. And on the other side of this, it's just the ways opening up. Everything's opening up. And I had this in German reading. I had the Hermit in the reverse. I also had this guy. But the way is opening up. The vision is opening up. The path is opening up. Even though we don't have every step planned out, but we have a direction. And it seems like to be our direction, an accurate direction. And even though arriving there sounded kind of silly and stupid, now it feels the battle was worth it. And we are able to manage our fears that for maybe so long held us back to go onto this path. Finally. Wowie, wowie. I do want to pull one more card for this magician situation here. And then I'm going to pull a couple of cards real quick for relationship dynamic. Yeah, it seems like we're letting go of responsibilities that are not ours, of the weight. We're also letting go of the weight of putting our resources into things that don't grow, maybe. Because that's also so draining, you know, when you're like, oh, I'm gonna try this, I'm gonna take this chance, and you're actually like realizing like, oh no, that's just work. I think by also letting go of these false responsibilities of having to hustle and work and do all the stuff that we think we have to do all the time to get ahead. Nice. We love it. A devil in the reverse. I love this. Okay, I'm gonna, ooh, and the strength card, beautiful. This is mastering, this is really mastering your passion, because your passion can get you into trouble when it gets obsessive and toxic, and then we have this guy here, you know. But this guy is in the reverse. So we are breaking free from these chains of anxiety, of things holding us back, of our fears holding us back, of circumstances trapping us, etc., etc., to release this the passion for life and this clarity. And yes, there might be still people on the way that are annoying. There might be still people on the way that we might have to deal with that are not necessarily our, you know, favorites to deal with, but we still have the clarity and passion to work through these situations. So yeah, okay, let's see. This is so good. I love these readings. Let's see the relationship side of things. This can be a romantic relationship, you and another person, or it can just be also a friendship, or just people that you draw into your lives right now. Okay, this other person or these outside influences. There is a Queen of Wands in the reverse. So we want to make sure that we don't invite the drama queens or the false confident people, or, you know, people who are impatient, or for some reason there's people around you maybe that give off that vibe, like you know, impatient, or everything has to go their way, or it's a very like it's now or I'm not interested, or making what is it called, hills out of like making a big deal out of stuff, and just being impulsive, but still at the same time very domineering. So let's make sure that we stay aware. But the way this Nine of Wands guy is looking at this person, he's like, oh, I've seen this before thousands of times. Maybe we're now learning how to manage this, you know. Maybe we are learning how to manage this type of energy in our environments. It's probably a feminine energy, doesn't have to be, but it's just, you know, impatient, bitch. Or more like, not even bitch, it's more like drama queen, like diva behavior, but not the cute kind, you know, not the fun kind. Whoa, it's a lot. It's a lot, I tell you. See, she's impatient. She's impatient already. She's not having it that I'm shuffling and letting her wait. She's staring at me. I'm not even joking. She's just like, come on, man. All right. Yeah. And as a Libra, you know, myself, that's what we do with those type of people. We're just like, yo, I'm taking my time. I have to decide. I'm not gonna let you stress me out. And this is the Two of Swords, and this is the Moon in Libra card, and I love it. It's called peace, you know. This card in the Crowley deck, it's called peace. And that's exactly what we do. We're like, yo, relax. Take a sip of wine. Let's think about it. And there's this person like, but I have to, let's meet now, and blah, blah, blah. And you're like, well, I am gonna be calm over here and relax and think about what I want to do and keep the peace and chill the F out, because I cannot be bothered. Yeah, difficult, but if somebody can do it, it's the Libra. And with the Libra full moon here, we learn how to, yeah, and therefore there's a lot of attraction, you know. It's like we can balance those things out. We can balance those people out without even having to try so much right now. And that gives even more attraction and electricity and fun and movement. So it might be also people who come towards you right now who need this from you, and you might need those people. because maybe you're a little too chill and you need somebody to kind of ignite you a little bit with their impatience. Or somebody who shows those people, you know, it's fun to sometimes have those people around to just check on your own ability to keep the calm and keep the cool. And it's also training a muscle, you know, to persistence for those type of personalities. It's not always fun, but that's what I said before. Well, we still might have to deal with these type of people, and we're just getting better at it, and we're just not getting so frustrated about it or so drained. We're just like, this is actually kind of fun. You know, it's kind of fun to show those people their inadequacies by just being myself, you know, by just mirroring their shit. Yeah, doing the right thing, having control over the moment. We're super, super in balance here with the Two of Wands, love, Six of Pentacles, perfect. This seems very much, and the Three of Wands. This seems very much like a friendship situation to me, but doesn't have to be. This is very successful still. You know, we are having the right attitude and the right just personality traits for people like that, and we can really figure out how to work with them and make things successful and find still a balance and a successful combination of those two energies. And it might even be helpful for us to have somebody be a little pushy and a little, so we can really learn better to build the boundaries and to not say yes to everything and to not be the people pleaser that Libras often are, and etc. And so we can build a really nice new way and path by doing the right thing. And doing the right thing is also just gaining control over the moment, being peaceful, still communicate, but in a peaceful manner, and don't give more than you feel like the other person is giving. I think that's crucial here, to not overgive, to just balance it out. And if you feel like, well, it's a lot of emotional labor, that I'm listening to a person babbling and yapping, then all right, then that's giving in your book, and then you just note that, and then that's enough, you know. So when somebody's like, let's meet 3 times a week for a coffee, you're maybe like, no, that's just too much. Sorry, it's really fun hanging out with you, but right now I don't have the capacities, and I want this to be still successful in the future. Therefore, will have to control your ego and stand back a little bit and go back into your power. And what happened? This other person goes back into their power. We love that. We love that. It's just really valuing. This is beautiful. It seems like it's either, you know, same-sex relationship, especially between feminine energies. I mean, it is same-sex relationship, but it can be a friendship or a romantic, what have you. And it's a nice balancing out of teaching each other how to stay in their calm and their power, and showing each other value, therefore. It's beautiful. I love this. I love this. Okay. Wonderful. I'm going to end this reading right here. Thank you so much for being here. Please check out my description box, follow my channel, and come back for more readings. Also follow me on TikTok, maybe, if you're over there. And if you're interested in a private reading, you can check out my description box as well. And you can donate, and you can also help me out or support me other ways. All the information, again, as I said, description box. So see you next time, and thank you for being here, and I will talk to you soon. Goodbye.